Yo, 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 it's Griever 2 in the house.
Yo, shut up. You're not a rapper.
Aww.
Sup, and welcome to Minecraft Reddit Stories, where I bring you some of the coolest Minecraft Reddit stories I've found. The first one is from Where Arctic Fox, who asks, "What are your funny Minecraft stories with your friends?" My friend challenged me to a duel and gave me 2 weeks to prepare for it, on a new seed, with the catch being no enchanted apples. Flash forward 2 weeks, and he came at me with fully enchanted netherite armor, sword, axe, and enchanted bow. I threw a splash poison at him, and then instant damage. Needless to say, I won. Well, I don't know why it took them 2 weeks to prepare for that battle. Maybe they only played like 15 minutes a day? The observant Okra makes a reply to this question with their own story. I have a friend that dies all the time. So much so that he'd go exploring without armor, just in case he dies. And even though the community iron farm was right outside his base, he still wouldn't wear even iron armor. I wanted to show him how incredibly effective armor can be, so I trapped him, dispensed fully enchanted diamond armor on him, and it of course had binding so he couldn't take it off, and Curse of Vanishing so he couldn't kill himself and safely deposit it in a chest. I thought my plan was flawless. This armor would keep him alive for months on end and teach him how Minecraft armor is incredibly effective. Satisfied with my work, I logged out for the day. Well, half an hour later, he messaged our WhatsApp group, distressed. I asked what happened. The dude went mining and starved to death. Now, when I read this story, I kind of can't help but feel like the dude did it on purpose. He was probably upset about getting this armor equipped to him, since anybody who's not going to wear even iron armor when you have an iron farm is stubborn. And so probably thought of different ways he could kill himself to get rid of the armor, and just, yeah, that's my take on it. And now it's time for the weirdest story about Minecraft on Reddit. The Story of Sperm Steve. A Minecraft tale that I'm going to estimate was probably written by somebody who is like 10. Today is the day that Sperm Steve and all the others finally beat the Ender Dragon. They say that only one of millions of Steves beats the dragon, but our Steve is determined. Sperm Steve first starts his journey by spawning into the world of testes. Sperm Steve starts to gather resources and eventually builds a house where he stays for a while and prepares for the big day. Sperm Steve realizes that he doesn't have enough materials to defeat the Ender Dragon, so he sets off mining and spelunking down narrow caves looking for resources. While traveling down the cave, Sperm Steve finds a dungeon with really good loot, like golden apples and diamonds. Once Sperm Steve finds more diamonds, he creates armor and a nether portal. Sperm Steve gets the lead and lights the nether portal and enters the new land. Steve explores the land and moves on in search for the nether fortress. Once Steve finds the nether fortress, there are many things he has to do. He has to collect blaze rods and all the loot from the chests. And once Steve gets the blaze rod and loot, it's time to leave the nether and find the portal to get out of there. Steve lights the portal, leaves the nether, and never comes back. And once leaves the nether and sets off for the stronghold. When Steve finds the stronghold, he has to enter through the cave. Traveling down into the cave, he finds the entrance to the stronghold. Once he enters, he has to navigate through the stronghold to find the portal to the end. Once he finds the portal, he lights it and goes through ready for the big battle. He finally reaches the end, but it looks like he's not the only one who wants to kill a dragon. Millions of Steves start fighting to the death to get the last hit on the Ender Dragon. After all the bloodshed and the death, the Ender Dragon is very low. Our Steve sees the opportunity and in a desperate effort gets the last hit and kills the Ender Dragon. Our Steve is crowned the king and is the most powerful form of all the other Steves, thus ending this tale. I think it goes without saying that Sperm Steve is a masterpiece of modern literature, and it should be studied at the university level as both an educational piece as well as recreational. Anyway, thanks for coming down that rabbit hole and exploring a few Reddit stories with me. This probably won't be a regular occurrence because I couldn't really find a whole lot of Minecraft-related stories, believe it or not. Anyway, thanks for joining me.